Welcome to Kuzitalks, yet another episode, an exciting episode with a wonderful woman, and we are here to inspire and touch somebody's life. Today with me here, I'm with Keretia Chikowe.
Yes.
Welcome, ma'am. Welcome to Kuzitalks.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Keretia is a colon cancer survivor. What's been your survival journey of the colon cancer?
Yeah, colon cancer is one of the diseases that is causing havoc in our communities. My journey wasn't an easy one, but I'm glad that I'm here today. Like all other diseases, colon cancer is complicated to manage, and also it's quite devastating in the sense that it will ravage your finances.
Oh,
Yeah, you can actually remain bankrupt. Like all the other cancers, it's expensive to treat.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, so how long ago were you diagnosed with colon cancer?
It's been 5 years, so I am a survivor.
Wow.
I'm glad that I'm a survivor.
We thank God. We thank
Yes,
God.
yes,
It's the hand of
definitely.
God.
Yes.
Yeah, because most people don't actually survive such kind of cancers. And we really thank God you're here today and you're here to testify that you're a survivor.
Yes, I am.
Yes. When you were told that this is your situation, how did you take it? How did your family take it? I know you do have kids. How did your kids take it? How did even your husband take it?
When I was diagnosed with cancer, everybody was devastated. Yeah, but I got a lot of support from family, from friends, from my children. That made the journey much easier in terms of psychosocial support. But it's a gap that I identified during the journey. That in most cases, when someone is sick, people just leave you at home. Nobody really talks to your children about the whole situation.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's taboo to talk about, to have a discussion with someone who has got cancer.
Right.
People are afraid,
Yes.
and they actually just discuss in the sidelines about the whole situation. Manje vari kurwara, zvichafamba sei, and so on and so forth. Some even give you a death sentence to say within 2 months vanenge varova pasi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, so we do have discrimination when you have such diseases, when you have such an illness. And even the relatives, even your friends who are close by, they actually sort of like watch you from a distance. And they're
Definitely.
waiting for your death day. Right. But you know, when you're out here like this, looking all healthy, we are excited. It's an amazing thing, good testimony, you know, to the world, even to encourage the next person about probably there is one person out there who's been diagnosed with any sort of cancer or any sort of illness. What words would you want to give them?
The message I have is that being diagnosed with cancer is not a death sentence. It is like any other ailment that human beings suffer from. Things like diabetes, high blood pressure, HIV, and many other ailments that human beings suffer from.
Yes.
The only difference is that cancer is kind of a silent killer. By the time you realize that you are not well, it normally eats you from the inside
Right.
out.
Yeah.
In most cases, it will be advanced. So I encourage people to always practice good health-seeking behaviors. For women, let's do regular self-breast
Screening.
examination, and also go to your nearest health center, be examined. And for cervical cancer, go for VIAC. For men, it is important to make sure that your prostate is healthy.
Right.
Breasts, both men and women have breasts. I know most people would not believe that men can get breast cancer. They can get breast cancer.
Yes.
And I encourage everybody to practice good health-seeking behavior, where you go to your nearest clinic or your medical doctor or to the healthcare center and seek for help.
Right.
and let's read about these diseases. For me, I just used to hear about it and I never thought it was going to come to me.
Yeah.
It's not a disease that I had ever thought I would want to read widely on. Only after my diagnosis, before I went for my surgery, I started researching more on colon cancer.
All right.
And I realized that there are so many signs and symptoms that I suffered for a while before I actually sought for medical help.
Right.
Yes.
I was going to go to the symptoms. What kind of symptoms did you have? What really caused you to seek that medical attention?
It's more difficult for females because remember the colon is in our stomach.
Right.
It's in this cavity of the body. So when I experienced the pain, I was quickly thinking about the uterus. But it was so persistent. And also I had 3 surgeries for babies, C-sections. So I just thought it was that. And also I started suffering severe constipation, which I had never suffered from because I drink a lot of water. Dizziness, loss of balance, persistent headaches, severe migraine headaches, and also loss of sleep. I could not sleep. I almost had, like I had developed insomnia, where I could not sleep. I don't know what actually happens, and the tumor that was in my body would suddenly cause me to have sudden blindness, episodes of blindness. Yeah.
Wow.
Those were the symptoms.
Wow.
And it's not easy to quickly put a finger on, but the most serious one was loss of appetite. Loss of appetite, and every time I would feel bloated. I would always feel bloated.
All right.
Yeah.
And most people, we kind of ignore these kind of symptoms, especially like you said, as women, we are so quick to think it's the uterus, it's got something to do with, our systems as women.
Yes.
And we ignore these kind of symptoms. In fact, we don't even know what's happening. So, yes, like she is saying, you need to go and seek medical attention each time you start feeling your body is not well, your body is not fit, you are not yourself. So probably each time you feel that, for a medical checkup, so that you know exactly what you're suffering from. During the time that you were suffering from your colon cancer, when you're getting treatment and all that, how were you surviving in terms of financially? Well, how did you pull through? We're still during COVID time. It's within your 5 years, right? Yeah. So how did you and your family manage to pull through to get to where you are today?
Financially, cancer is very draining. It's very expensive to manage and to treat. I would want to thank God for provision.
Yes.
I would like to thank God for provision. I would say generally, I used up to about $17,500 to be where I am today.
Okay.
That is the cost of surgery, the cost of drugs, the follow-up care, and so on and so forth, and including my chemotherapy. So cancer is very expensive, but I want to thank God for provision.
Wow.
Yes, I want to thank God for provision.
All right. Were you kind of forced to start any new avenues of businesses? Were you employed? Did your situation affect your work? Like if you were working for somebody, did it not also affect your work relations with your colleagues?
I was self-employed, so... But, even when you're self-employed, you're still working.
Yes.
I was bedridden for almost 2 years.
Wow.
I could not do anything. And during that season, I lost a lot of my equipment and other things that would enable me to work.
Yeah.
And also I lost clients. You know, if they look for you for 2 years
can't find
and
you.
they don't find you,
Uh-huh.
then definitely they move on to the next person.
Yes.
But I would want to thank God that when the COVID time came,
Yep.
it affected everybody.
Yes.
Everybody was affected.
Yes.
The sick
absolutely.
ones and those who were healthy.
We were healthy, yeah.
So we all had to find ways and means of surviving. That's when I started gardening. And I'm glad to tell you that Dorcas, now I have a thriving garden, and I supply some of the supermarkets in Harare, some of the hotels in Harare with fresh fruits and vegetables.
Wow.
Yes.
Well done, ma'am. And you know, sometimes God puts you in a situation for you to see other avenues. And like right now, I'm seeing you had to start your vegetable, your gardening. Are you doing it commercially, like at a bigger stand, or you're doing it like in a smaller? Is it small scale or large scale?
It's small scale, but
Small scale?
it grows with
Yes.
time. And I would also want to acknowledge an organization called Sister Accord. The Sister Accord helped me with, they were giving out, what do you call them, donations or?
Handouts.
Not really handouts, almost like working capital to women.
Right.
And I was one of the lucky ones.
Wow.
I got $500 from Sister Accord. Thank you, Sister Accord. Thank you, everybody who was part of that. I started small scale, and then I started increasing. And the garden is growing. I'm
Wow.
happy that it's growing now.
Yeah, if you are supplying
Yes,
hotels and a lot of
Yeah.
supermarkets, it clearly shows that it's it's now a big business.
Not very, very big. Still
It's
growing.
getting there.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well
in the
done.
next 5 years, we should be somewhere.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, do you care to tell us what your business is, like the name of the gardening or vegetable supply company?
The name of the company is Plant Power Investments. We do supply vegetables, fruits and vegetables to supermarkets, hotels, individuals,
Yes.
and organizations that are into catering. And I also run another charity organization which is very close to my heart.
Right.
It is called Second Chance
Yes.
Trust. Second Chance Trust was established on the 2nd of November in 2019. It was after I recovered from cancer.
Wow.
And I remember one of my nurses saying to me, Mbuya, we cannot talk about illness anymore. If God was going to ask you, what can you do for your community? I'm giving you 3 days to survive. And I said, oh, well, let me think about it.
She put you in a corner,
Yes,
right?
first and foremost, I would want to say, I'm glad that the Lord has given me a second chance to survive.
Amen.
And then she said, that's the name of the organization.
Wow.
Yes.
Ah, beautiful.
And, you know, I got a lot of support, even from my oncologist, with Dr. Nomsa Tsikai
Yes.
and Dr. Nyakabau. I'll mention them because
of
they are very close to my heart. So even when I decided to start on Second Chance, just last week, we participated in an event which was hosted by Cancer Save as partners, where there was a soccer tournament for men.
Okay.
We are looking at men's health.
Wow.
Yes.
Ah, nice. So, Keretia, with Second Chance, what are the solutions to probably a person who comes to you for help, seeking for help? They have their adversities. Do you have any solutions to how they can now move on as an individual or to conquer challenges in life for survival?
I wouldn't really call them solutions, but we offer help
Right.
through our program called Practical Life Solutions,
Okay.
where we offer counselling, psychosocial support, and all other means that are possible or that are within our capacity to assist our clients.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's, for example, what exactly are you referring to? What kind of skills are you talking about?
We are looking at skills like counselling. We are looking at empowerment through training and through workshops. And sometimes we do virtual counseling as well.
All right.
Yes. We actually work with people who are even outside of the borders of Zimbabwe. We are international.
Wow.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
That's an excellent gesture that you've taken. Okay, so second chance. What exactly is it focused on? Who are you targeting? Who do you work with?
Second Chance is an organization that offers psychosocial support to people that have gone through adversity or have experienced adversity. And especially women and girls that are cancer survivors and that are going through cancer and their caregivers.
All right.
When I was ill, I realized that there was a gap in the care system.
All right.
Most people, when they are not well, they're just left at home with nobody to take care of them. Secondly, the caregiver themselves, nobody really thinks about the caregiver to say, Dorcas, today you are looking after your sister or your mom who is not well. What can I do for you? What help can I offer you? Do you need to go out to a spa to just have a foot massage? Can I prepare a meal and bring it over? And remember, when someone is not well, even the caregiver, sometimes they can't even eat because of stress. So psychosocial support is our major focus. Offering psychosocial support, empowering women and girls that have gone through cancer for them to pick their pieces and move. In most cases, when someone gets cancer, people write you off. They just say,
Exactly.
And in most cases, with the symptoms of cancer, people actually do their own diagnosis and they start to stigmatize.
Exactly.
My advice to people that are sick with cancer, don't worry about what people will say to you, in the sense that you experience loss of hair, darkened skin, and many other symptoms. And your health won't be on point. Definitely you will change. And don't worry about those people. Concentrate on getting well. Try to run away from negative energy as much as possible.
You're right.
Yes.
Yes. No, thank you so much, ma'am. We really appreciate your time with us here at Kuzitalks. And I know you have inspired one or two people out there. And just keep on keeping the faith on. I think it was more of your faith. Sometimes it takes your faith for you to actually go through something and you get to on the other side of the tunnel through faith. And God is there. I believe in God so much, and God is there to heal us. God is there to take us through our adversities. And if you're out there and you're going through your own adversities, there's second chance here with Keretia. So you can always be in touch with Keretia. The numbers are on the screen, and you can come to Second Chance and get some help, get the essential help that you probably need right now. And
Thank you very much.
Yeah, maybe your last words to the nation and to the world.
My last words are that never give up, stay focused, listen to the silent voice of the Lord when He's speaking to you. You have faith, walk by faith like Enoch. And when the Lord speaks, the Lord's voice is always very subtle. Take heed.
Amen.
Good health-seeking behavior, walk by faith, stay focused, never give up.
Amen. So for now, this is what we had in store for you. And thank you so much, Keretia, for the time that you've actually put aside for us here. We really appreciate your presence here. We're out as Kuzitalks. Ciao.
Thank you.